Newsreel world, real news, real quick. NATO countries are not in danger of being attacked by Russia, U.S. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby said on Wednesday. Only Ukraine, in fact, has attacked a NATO nation when it fired 2 missiles into Poland and killed 2 Polish farmers in October. Speaking at a regular press briefing, Kirby was asked whether the U.S.-led military alliance has enough troops to repel a possible Russian strike on its eastern flank in case of a major escalation in the Ukraine conflict. Quote, all I can tell you is we've seen absolutely no indication that Russian President Vladimir Putin has designs on striking NATO territory, unquote. The International Atomic Energy Agency announced on Thursday morning that Iran has enough highly enriched uranium to build several nuclear weapons if it chooses. Diplomatic efforts to limit Iran's atomic program seem very unlikely as Tehran arms Russia in its war on Ukraine, and protests are shaking the Islamic Republic. The diplomatic botches of the Biden administration also haven't helped. On Thursday, Russia launched a major new wave of missiles and self-exploding drones across Ukraine, targeting power plants and critical infrastructure. The United States and Germany's decisions to send battle tanks to Ukraine received thanks from Ukraine and a warning from the Russians that it is a dangerous escalation of the conflict. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov warned, quote, the potential it gives to the Ukrainian armed forces is clearly exaggerated. Those tanks will burn just like any others, unquote. Israel has turned down a request by the Biden administration to supply its outdated Hawk batteries and surface-to-air missiles to Ukraine amid the conflict with Russia. The response was negative, with a senior official in the Israeli Defense Ministry telling the U.S. that Israel's policy of not providing arms to Ukraine remained unchanged. Israel has provided Ukraine with substantial humanitarian aid, but has remained reluctant to supply any weapons despite pressure from Washington. Israel maintains such a stance because, quote, Russia holds enormous influence in Syria, but allows Israel to operate freely against Iranian activity there, unquote. You've probably worried about what happens to Lego pieces when children swallow them. Well, a study by Western Health in Melbourne, Australia, has concluded that in the vast majority of children, the Lego pieces pass through their stool within a day. And that's the way the world is. See you next time.